So the first step that we need to do in making our Kandinsky circles is we are going to fold our paper in half 2 times. So I can go from one side to the other so it starts to look a little bit like a book. And then we're going to fold it in half again from top to bottom. So I've got myself a little square. After I have that step done, you can open it back up. And you'll see now that you have 4 new spaces on your paper. Now with a pencil, you're going to use a pencil to mark those lines so you can see where they are on your paper just a little bit better. So now I've got those 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm ready to move on. Now, if you remember, inside of those spaces, Kandinsky used circles. He used a lot of circles. So what we're going to use is oil pastels, and we're going to start making circles inside of these spaces. Now, you want to make sure when you start with oil pastel, so once you put it down, you want to try and keep going and going and going until you're happy with your circle. So even something like that is fine. So I went around a few times. I've got a decent circle. Now, I've got a lot of these little crumbs that the oil pastels leave behind. Don't smear it off like that or rub it off like that because it'll smear your paper. But if you just tap it on your table and see you got most of it off, that'll be the easiest way to get rid of it. Then you can just blow it off the table. But you can use at least 2 colors in each space. Again, I'm just going around and around. And it's okay to have some white space in your paper because when we go in and add our watercolors, which will be our next step, those watercolors will fill in that white paper and make it, whatever color you used. So I think I got room for one more here. Again, I'm staying inside that space. Just going around a few times. Again, once I put the oil pastel down, I don't want to pick it back up. Now at this point, I can't make any more circles without going outside the box. So I'll stop right there and I can move on to my next one. Now my next one, I just want to make sure when I'm doing that I'm using different colors or using a different pattern at least. So don't go to this one and use red, black, purple again. If you want to use red, that's fine, but just again make sure that we're doing a different pattern than you did in this last space here.